In the years before World War II, Japan believed it understood America. Many of its military leaders saw the United States as wealthy, but weak, divided by politics, distracted by comfort, and unwilling to endure real sacrifice. They believed one hard blow would shatter American resolve and force a negotiated peace. One man knew this belief was wrong. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto had lived in the United States. He had studied at Harvard University. He had traveled across the country, from the automobile factories of Detroit to the oil fields of Texas. What he saw there disturbed him deeply. America was not soft, it was enormous. Yamamoto understood something few in Tokyo wanted to hear. American power did not come from ideology or military tradition. It came from production, from scale, from a society that could turn peacetime industry into war output faster than any nation on earth. He warned Japan's leaders repeatedly. If war came, he said Japan could fight fiercely for 6 months, maybe a year. After that, American industry would decide the outcome. His words were noted, then ignored. Japanese planners believed Americans lacked unity. They pointed to labor strikes, political divisions, and isolationist sentiment. They assumed democracy made decisive action impossible. They convinced themselves that Americans would not stomach heavy casualties in a distant war. Pearl Harbor was meant to prove them right. On December 7, 1941, Japanese aircraft struck the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Battleships burned. Smoke filled the sky. For a moment, it seemed Yamamoto's warning had been disproven. But something unexpected happened. America did not fracture. It unified. Factories that once produced cars and refrigerators shifted overnight to tanks, aircraft, and ships. Assembly lines ran day and night. Women filled industrial jobs by the millions. Within a year, American factories were producing nearly 100,000 aircraft annually. 16 million Americans would serve in uniform. This was the America Yamamoto had seen coming. The Pacific War quickly exposed Japan's miscalculation. At Midway, Japanese carriers were lost in minutes to an enemy that learned faster, adapted quicker, and replaced losses with astonishing speed. At Guadalcanal, American forces absorbed brutal jungle fighting and kept coming. Each defeat was studied, each mistake corrected, each loss replaced. Japan could not match that pace. Japanese commanders continued to believe that one decisive battle might break American morale. Instead, each battle hardened it. Island by island, the United States advanced, bringing overwhelming firepower, logistics, and manpower. What Japan had mistaken for softness was restraint. What it had mistaken for division was debate. Once committed, America became relentless. Yamamoto watched this unfold with grim certainty. In 1943, Yamamoto was killed when American codebreakers tracked his aircraft. Even in death, his prediction lived on. Japan could fight bravely, but it could not outproduce or outlast its enemy. The war ended exactly as he had warned. The tragedy was not that Japan lacked courage or skill. It was that it misunderstood its opponent. Cultural assumptions replaced hard analysis. Wishful thinking replaced evidence. History remembers the battles, but behind them lies a deeper lesson. Nations that underestimate their enemies often defeat themselves before the fighting even begins. Before World War II, Japanese leaders believed America was too divided and too comfortable to fight a long war. Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto knew better. Having lived and studied in the United States, he understood American industrial power and warned that Japan could not win a prolonged conflict. This documentary explores how Japan misjudged America from Pearl Harbor to Midway and beyond, revealing how cultural assumptions and strategic overconfidence led to one of history's greatest military miscalculations. A story of prophecy, tragedy, and the danger of underestimating an adversary.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Share this video with someone who might find it useful. Comment below what you want to see in the next video.